Chelsea versus Madrid. What a game.
Chelsea is shit, man.
Dude, that was honestly Chelsea's game to win.
It
And
was.
They fumbled the bag, bro.
Hard.
You're 3-0 up, and you completely blow it.
They were about to be 4-0 up, right? With that goal they took away from Alonso.
Yeah, and people are saying, like, it's not a handball, but obviously it's a handball. It rolled up. He controlled it with his hand, because if he didn't control it with his hand, that wasn't going to land on the foot.
I think it was an accidental handball.
Yeah, but either way, that, like, shifted, like, because if he didn't stop it with his hand, that's not going back to his foot.
That's true. And I guess they call it because it's on offense. If it's a defender, I think, defending, I guess they wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, and that's landing on his foot for the shot.
True.
So people don't know the rules, but honestly, it hit his hand. There's no debating about it. I mean, Chelsea fans can cry all they want, you know, but that's the fucking.
I mean, they're the defending champions of Europe, you know.
Yeah, but man, that was a good game. I didn't expect the comeback. I was worried. But, you know, Real Madrid...
I thought Real Madrid were finished.
Real Madrid
like,
pulled
they're
it through.
3-0 up. Like, yep, they're finished.
Ancelotti made the right subs, obviously, because Rodrigo came off the bench and scored, like, right away.
I mean, how do you feel about Camavinga coming on, too? Because he should be starting for Toni Kroos, too. Like, Modric and Toni Kroos are both, like, they're coming of age. Like, they're old.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't bench Toni Kroos yet because of the experience that he has, and he's just deadly with the passes, you know?
He's good passing, but I mean, that's what Modric is for too, though.
All that it takes is one pass, and we saw that with Modric.
That's true.
He did that godly pass.
Hey, that's something I need to get framed, bro. That's something you need to get framed.
And when I think about Modric, I think about him as, you know, one of the best midfielders to ever play the game. People have downrating him so much. I've been seeing all over TikTok, like, the disrespect for Modric is insane. Like, you're really going to say he's not one of the greatest of all time?
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Bro, I mean, I know he has a Ballon d'Or.
He's clear of
Should he have
Stevie
won
G.
that Ballon d'Or?
He's clear of Lampard, and I'm going to say he's better than Xavi.
Bro, you're tweaking.
I'm not tweaking, bro. This guy has 4 Champions League under his belt and a Ballon d'Or. Tell me which does Xavi have a Ballon d'Or? I mean, he won like major trophies. He won the World Cup, but that Spain team in 2010.
I mean, but should Modric have won that Ballon d'Or though?
You can
I don't
say
think he
yes,
did anything that year
no.
other than take Croatia to the World Cup final.
Yeah, he took Croatia to the World Cup final. Not even like, I wouldn't say like it's on the level of like being an amazing team, you know? Croatia did good that year, but like they're not the best team, you know? He was able to lead his team to the final.
I mean, that's true, but was everything he did that year worth a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I think
because I hear people saying that he shouldn't have got it, you know?
Yeah, there's years that Messi shouldn't have got it. Ronaldo shouldn't have got it, right?
That's true.
I think Iniesta should have a Ballon d'Or, but that went to Messi, you know?
True.
Also, Lewandowski was robbed recently.
Yeah, he was.
So it can go either way, you know? I wouldn't say that he doesn't deserve it. He did put in like crazy work to deserve that. So that's why I'm saying like he's one of the best in the world and the best of all time, and I rate him over those guys.
I disagree with you, but I still think he's up there, but I don't think he's as good as you say he is, you know?
Man, you're one of the mass. You're one of the sheep, bro. Just because he's not from a nation just because he's not from a crazy known nation like Spain, right? Or England, these guys would rate him like way differently if he was one of those top nations. I
see your point.
Yeah, but obviously, like a guy like him, he can change the game in like seconds.
True. I mean, he just changed the game with that pass.
Outside of the foot pass.
That was nasty.
That curve bro.
Was
that
nasty.
Curve was nasty.
And then Rodrigo just had an easy finish, you know?
If you saw the clip, he was waiting for the ball. He looked to the side. He was scanning. He saw Rodrigo making the run.
Yeah.
And he beautifully curved that to him.
Yeah, I mean, that pass was nasty. I mean, but how do you feel about Real Madrid's performance? Because they had a shit performance. Like, they played terrible. Like, Chelsea were, like, all over them.
Yeah. Chelsea was doing good pressuring. Like, Real Madrid, I was getting nervous sometimes when Real Madrid would be passing around the back, but Real Madrid was able to stay, like, cool and, like, calm.
I mean, do you think that happened just because, like, Militao wasn't playing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the back line was just in shambles.
Yeah, it was. But I don't think Militao that makes much of a difference. I mean, Nacho's not the greatest, right? But I think the whole team of Madrid did bad in general, not just because Militao was not playing.
Mm.
But yeah, Chelsea was like pressuring the whole game, and like Mason Mount was on fire.
Yeah, go and assist.
Havertz was doing crazy, and I'd give the man of the match to
Timo Werner was actually playing pretty good too.
Yeah, he scored that nice goal. It was kind of lucky because it deflected off of Courtois' block, but
Yeah,
that was a nice goal. And who else played crazy? Rudiger. I think he was the
Rudiger's
best player.
insane. Whatever team he goes to is gonna get a top quality center back. You know,
Dude, he was up there on the pitch too. He was like in the attacking field too.
yeah, he presses high.
He's pressing high and he's defending like a god. You know, I saw like a lot of passion from him. He was getting mad at Conte because Conte, that one time Conte lost the ball and Real Madrid went on the counter.
Yeah,
And Rudiger was saving it, and then he was going like crazy. Like, you remember that when he did that?
yeah, I remember. I mean, he always does that. He try to hype up your team. You know.
Yeah, but then you can notice like around the 70th minute, Chelsea was starting to like slowly decline.
Yeah, I think they started like falling off once like they did the sub. Like they brought Pulisic on. But, I mean, he was terrible.
He
Didn't do anything on the right wing. Like I don't think he fits the Chelsea system at all. Like he's too inconsistent.
He had two like clear opportunities to put Chelsea up. You know how he missed those? I don't know.
Like they call him the LeBron of soccer.
The LeBron James of
Bro,
football.
Like, are you serious?
LeBron
like how?
James.
Like just because that's what USA's number one star.
I mean, I do rate him, but he did really bad. Like
Like
you should be making at least one of those.
Man. He's mediocre.
If you're looking at the statistics, Chelsea had around 30 shots on. You got to make those, man.
Yeah.
Real Madrid had like less than half of what Chelsea shot.
I mean, but it's about the big chances you make in, you know? Like, you can have 30 shots and fucking play a terrible game and shit. Or you could have 2 chances and just make one in, you know?
Yeah. If I was Chelsea, you're 4-3 up. I'm just parking the bus. I'm pulling an Atletico Madrid. I'm parking the bus.
True.
I don't know why they still chose to keep attacking like crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe they just wanted to feel secure with one more goal.
Like that second half, the second half of the second half, like Chelsea just fell off, and then it went to extra time, and then they were even more in shambles.
Yeah, that's when they started to lose it completely in extra time. And then you had Benzema. Benzema was telling Vinny to set him up for that header. I don't know if you saw that.
That Vinny Benzema duo, that's deadly.
Yeah, Benzema's just deadly in the air, bro.
Deadly.
If you got a cross, you better be marking Benzema at least.
I mean, he scored a header too, right?
Yeah,
that Benzema.
It was a header.
This
that
man
game.
doesn't miss with his head.
He doesn't. So I don't know. If I'm Chelsea, I'm putting my best guy on him.
True. And then Ziyech came on the pitch for Conte too in extra time.
What did I say about Ziyech? I said Ziyech was the Wish Mahrez.
Oh, you did.
The Mahrez from Wish.
I mean,
Ziyech is like trash. Like I don't rate him at all.
Tuchel just doesn't like start. These guys don't start week in and week out, so I don't think they have good chemistry with their team. Like they come on the pitch like 10 minutes.
I would say the only like Chelsea's very scary on the corners. You know, Rudiger's always getting a head off on that. Or Havertz. Those guys are like crazy in the air.
And then Jorginho came on and Saul came on, but I mean, it's too late for all that, you know?
Yeah, just not the right subs.
Like Jorginho, he's a good like ball passer, but like he doesn't like he's not a good defending mid.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did they take out Conte that game?
They did, yeah. They took him out for
Yeah, I feel like they should have took out Conte way sooner.
They took out Conte for Ziyech.
Because Conte was
Conte had that he just kept like messing up his passes.
Yeah, that's like a big messing up his passes was like the most notable thing that he was doing.
I mean, why do you think he's been out of form though? Like I know he was I think he was participating in Ramadan too though, so
does Ramadan really like
I mean, you just can't eat like during the while the sun's out.
Yeah.
So like it affects how you play, you know?
Yeah, I
like his energy levels were probably low.
Yeah. But Conte's been like that for a while.
I mean,
just not in form.
I mean, and all the injuries he's picked up this year, like it's just been a tough year for him.
As soon as like he kept like messing up, I would have taken him out.
That's true.
But yeah.
But what a performance from Chelsea though. I mean,
And what a comeback from Madrid.
you don't care that they played like terrible even though they got the win, or they got to the next round.
A win's a
Like-
win. I don't care if they
Like if they play like this for the next in the semifinals, they're gonna get destroyed.
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna play like that because they're gonna see what they did wrong.
And
They're gonna see what they
Chelsea-
did wrong this game.
They were at home at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, but they're gonna see what they did wrong this game. They got Militao coming back. You have Man City missing a few players, a few key players. So I think they're gonna do way better. But it's gonna be at the Man City Stadium, so it's gonna be a tough game for Real Madrid.
True. Did you that Bayern Villarreal? Did you expect Bayern to lose? Well, not advance to the next round.
I didn't honestly. Bayern's like that club that they're always gonna make it, right?
Yeah, like I was looking at that game, like looking at the roster, like them on paper, like that team is nasty.
Exactly.
Like
And then,
all those attackers.
then you have like a team that beat Juventus. They're beating Bayern.
They won the
Fuck
Europa
it,
League last year.
Fuck it, they might even beat Liverpool.
They won the Europa League last year.
Yeah, so you never know how crazy of an upset is gonna happen. That's why I love the Champions League. Anything can ever happen.
Like, all right, Bayern had 23 shots to Villarreal's 4. And out of those 23 shots for Bayern, only one of them was a big chance.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have 30 shots on target like Chelsea. You got how many? 20.
It was 23 total shots.
23
one big
total
chance.
shots. You got to make those, man. That
Yeah.
decides
I
the
mean,
game.
Out of those 23, though, only one of those was a big chance.
Yeah, I know. You got to make those. Like I don't see.
And then out of the 4 total shots for Villarreal, only one of them was a big chance, and they scored it.
Yeah, Villarreal snapped.
I think I was reading a stat saying that over 2 legs, they only had 2 shots on target, and both of them went in.
Villarreal.
Yeah,
I mean that's
they're 2 for 2.
that-
Like,
yeah, that happens.
like that's a nasty stat. Like Bayern was dominating this whole game. Like there was no need for them to lose.
There was like drama going on Twitter through each club's account.
Like Bayern was playing a 3-2-5, I think.
I think just
Something like that.
Bayern was too cocky, and like I'm saying, like there was so beef going on beforehand. Villarreal felt disrespected, as like if you saw the post game interview with Parejo, he was talking about how they weren't taken serious as like a big club or whatever, and you know,
Villarreal.
yeah, and they showed Bayern who was
And
daddy.
They were playing in Bayern Stadium too.
They
That's
showed-
hard to do. Like
they showed Bayern who's daddy.
Like Villarreal, they're a good defending team all around. You got Unai Emery coaching them. Like, you know, nobody expected this team
Yeah.
to beat Bayern.
I just can't imagine like how the performance is going to be against Liverpool. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
gonna be another
semifinals.
upset?
Like, if they could upset and go to the final, that'd be crazy.
It's either going to be all English final.
Or all Spanish.
All Spanish final.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know.
I'd rather see the Spanish-English final. Liverpool versus Real Madrid.
That'd be a repeat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I still rather see it because that's going to be a crazy game regardless.
Salah would get his revenge.
There's no way.
Sergio Ramos isn't there anymore, so.
Yeah. And then, honestly, I don't want to see Villarreal in the final. I think that would make a boring final, honestly.
You think so?
I think.
Spanish sides play very, very offensive. Like, they're very offensive. Spanish
Yeah,
sides.
it's just not a team I want to see in the final.
That's true. I mean, because the whole game against Bayern, they were defensive. Like, Villarreal, they were sitting back,
Like if
trying to win
if they're
balls, play
having-
the counter.
If they're having 4 shots on target the whole game,
Just 4 total shots.
Yeah,
it was
4
just 1 on target, I think.
4 total shots, what's that tell you about them?
That's true.
You know, I don't want to see 4 total shots in the final.
No, I get you. I mean, we'll most likely get an exciting final. Like, it'll
Yeah.
either be an all Spanish side or all English side. So,
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
yeah.